A couple of weeks back, a rumor popped up which really confused the tech industry. It reported that Apple, in their upcoming iPhone, would not be bundling a charger in the box which smartphone manufacturers always have since the beginning of time in their upcoming iPhone 12. Today, let's discuss why doing that is a horrible idea and also why doing that is a fantastic idea. I am Devatan and you're watching Tech Aisle. Let's begin. That really was absurd news for most of the people because you simply do not remove something that has always been an integral part of your device. But then Apple has done that before. I would consider Apple as the pioneer of the removal of the headphone jack. After Apple did that, almost all of the brands followed suit, and now having a headphone jack is a feature. So let me begin by talking why this is a horrible idea. Right off the bat, this was my first reaction on seeing this, and I bet most of yours too. Apple is one of the companies where if you're expecting value for money, then you're going to be terribly disappointed. Apple has always charged a premium price for its device. So with that in view, this is just classic Apple move. Make a problem, sell a solution. I've heard that before. AirPods. Apple want to maximize their profit and they will go to any extreme for that. Since chargers would not be available in the box for those who need one, Apple will be selling them separately, which if you somehow forgot is an 18-watt one which is even available in budget Android phones. Without even giving users the time to think about who will be the next in suit and continue this, a rumor popped up that Samsung would be the next in line to ditch the charger in the box. This is exactly what people were scared of. What if, like what happened in the headphone jack situation, companies just stop bundling chargers altogether in the box? And the fact that Samsung already did, and that just aggravated people's fears. If this becomes a reality, then I guess there's a positive side there too. Companies like Oppo, Vivo, OnePlus, who are renowned for their charging technologies, maybe they could start making that charging technology available for every phone irrespective of it being their own, but they could sell it for a higher price. Now that is all I could think about for the first part, and let's just quickly move on to the second part, and that is why this is a fantastic idea. Just think about this. How many chargers do you have lying around in your home that is not off to your use? I'm guessing that number is anyway more than one. Am I right? Am I not? Comment down below. You are going to anyway dump the charger that you got with any accessory because you already have one, right? Now that is your single home. Consider the whole city, consider the whole state, consider the whole country, and finally consider the whole planet. Quite expectedly, that number is going to be a massive number. Factually, 3 lakh tons of waste are produced from this charger. In 2019, 53.6 million metric tons of e-waste was collected. That's a large number, and probably this is going to be the aspect that Apple should and would present in their keynote. That is if they're going to be. But there's a slight problem with this though. If Apple is this environment conscious, then they would have started shifting to the USB Type-C long back for their iPhones, and the fact that Apple have not, that is a bit strange. Now coming back to the charger, since chargers won't be available in the box, the boxes will be thinner. Thinner boxes means that you could fit more boxes in a carton. More boxes in a carton means that could bring down your shipping costs. This also means that you'll be using less cardboard, plastic and paper for making that box. This one actually makes a lot of sense. There's a rumor going around that the iPhone after the iPhone 12, iPhone 13 or whatever they're going to call it will be a portless phone, meaning that it won't be having a headphone jack, and also it won't have a charging port. For those wondering how excited then can we charge it, wireless charging. So in preparation for the next iPhone, Apple wants to make the users ready and prepped up for it. And that would explain why Apple has been hesitant to move to USB Type-C. They would have probably seen that Apple will be switching their iPhones to a portless one in the future, and maybe switching to USB Type-C for a few years. That is going to be a costly decision even for a large company like Apple. There was a great analogy that Marques Brownlee had in his video. Take a flagship DSLR or any camera, say the Canon 1DX Mark III. It is always shipped without a lens. You cannot operate a camera without a lens, but still flagship cameras do not come with one. Why? Because a person purchasing a flagship camera, say the 1DX, they would already have a professional, pro-grade, high-quality lens with them, and for them, a kit lens like an 1855 one it's going to be useless for them. Similarly, a person purchasing the iPhone 12, chances are they would already have a lightning cable at their disposal, and most probably they would even have the 18-watt one, and for them the 5-watt charger in the box, that is going to end up in the trash can. Remember, this is the flagship iPhone 12 and not the budget iPhone SE. It is crazy how I am even making this video when we have not even received an official statement from Apple. The person who actually reported this whole thing, Ming-Chi Kuo, who is an Apple analyst, says that the reason for Apple doing this are 4: increased margin, shipping cost, transition to a no-port iPhone, and finally environment. And that list is in order of importance for Apple. I personally think that since this is the iPhone 12, which anyway I'm not going to purchase, I'm okay with it. But if they bring that trend to iPhone SE, then I'm going to be disappointed. Alright, that's it for today. Hope you like this rant sort of thing. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next week.